Hey guys, we're back. This time we're going to be taking a look at Point Salad from AEG. And it's a very simple, fun card game. It's for 2 to 6 players. I think it's best around 4 myself. And you're just basically gathering the ingredients to make a salad. There's the ingredients cards and the scorecards are on the back. We'll get into that in just a minute. There isn't a heck of a lot to it, but it's a fun little game. Plays pretty quick and it's really easy to learn. Anyway, we're going to get right into it and take a look. So the first thing we have here on top is our rule book. And there isn't much to it. There's only like 6 pages. Most of them are credits even. We got the overview of how many components there are. The setup, because you use a different number of cards based on the number of players. That's the only kind of thing that's a little annoying because you have to count through and remove stuff depending on how many people are playing. Then we got our how to play over here. And how the turns work, and then the scoring. That's everything to it. Very short, very simple. Like I said, easy to learn, easy to teach. And that works pretty well because my wife doesn't really get into games as much as I am. Next we have our insert here, and they did a real good job with this. It holds the full game sleeve, as well as having these little notches so you can get your finger down underneath the bottom card and actually remove them. So I really like that. It's functionable, which most inserts these days aren't. Then we have our cards themselves. All of them have one side which has scoring on it, and it tells you how many points you're going to score based on the sets and things you have. The other side of them is the vegetables, and you can tell what vegetables are going to be on the back side because of the icons in the top corner. And like I said, it's a super simple game. You're going to end up having 3 piles basically of cards out here. And I'm off camera. Try to get those down further. There you go. You're going to have 3 piles of cards. You're going to have 3 stacks down here. So 9 total for the whole play area. And then on each of your turns, you're going to have a choice of taking one of these cards up here that have the scoring shown, or any 2 cards from down here. And you're basically going to set up these cards here. So in this case, if you wanted this one, you get 8 points for every 3 carrots. You're going to want to collect a lot of carrots for that. There's no carrots in play right now, so that one doesn't do us a lot of good. In fact, none of the scoring ones are really that great at this point. So you can just start, say you want a couple peppers. These will come down, fill in the gaps. And now there's new cards up there available. And that's going to keep continuing until all the cards are gone. That's why they said it is a set number of cards based on how many players. And then when all the cards are gone, you're going to add up everybody's total of what they have. So in this case, maybe we'll go with this. Goes on, play goes back around, comes back to us. We're going to take this and another pepper. And these 2 are going to come out. If any of these piles ever runs empty, you just kind of split these across. There's no set number. You just can't change the top card. So if you wanted to, not like I just cut, but if you wanted to add some, you basically keep the top card the same, and you take some from the bottom of this deck, put them under there, and so on. Keep them relatively the same, but it's going to go until every card is gone, so eventually even these ones are going to be gone. There are some cards that have negative points on them for certain things, and towards the end, when the only choices are out here, you might be forced to take something that gives you negative points as well. So I'm going to take the points cards. You're going to keep them oriented that way, so you keep your points cards this way, and you'll keep your vegetables that you've gotten this way in little groups. And you always have the option to flip over these. So if I wanted another pepper, I could flip this over into a pepper. Once you've done that, you can never turn it back. It's permanent. And then at the end of the game, when the cards are run out, you're going to count up all of the different things you have. In this case, we're going to get 2 points for each of our lettuce. We've got 1 lettuce. That would be 2 points. You're going to have a whole bunch of these and a whole bunch of ingredients to add up at the end. So it's a little process to go through and add all of the different combos. And you can reuse your vegetables for each of the various combos as well. So in this case, if we had this scoring card here, and this scoring card here, and we've got a lettuce and a cabbage, these will score the lettuce and cabbage for 5 points on that one, and you can use the same lettuce to score the 2 points on that one. So kind of a neat strategy to collect up and see what you can get, see what kind of combinations you can come up with. And like I said, there are some in here that have negative points based on what you have in your hand. Let's see if I can find one. There's some negative. So in this case, every cabbage is going to give you 3 points, but every lettuce and carrot are worth -1 each. There's also ones like this that require the fewest or even the odd totals. They're pretty self-explanatory what all of them are. But yeah, tons of different variety. And you got to make sure that your cards combo well together too. So like if you got this one where your carrots are worth 3 but your onions are worth -2, then you don't want another one that requires you to get a bunch of onions in order to score, because yeah, in this case every onion you get is going to be worth 2 over here but -2 over there. They're not even going to be worth anything in the end. So you have to kind of pay attention to what cards you grab and how they combo together. Overall, though, it's a very simple game and plays very quickly. It's a nice filler in between other stuff, or for people who really aren't gamers. Like I said, it's something I bought to specifically play with my wife and our kids, and it's something they could easily pick up and learn, and it's been quite a bit of fun. Well, that's going to wrap it up for our look at Point Salad. Again, it's a very small, simple game. And as I've said multiple times, plays fast, easy to teach, easy to learn. And it's a great little family game. I think there are a couple other versions of this out there. This is the only one I've ever played, so I can't comment on the other ones. But I think they run the same mechanics, just with different themes. So keep that in mind, and hope it helps you decide if it's something worth looking into for yourself. As always, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.